Oh, here it goes. Hey, I hear myself. I don't know if it's coming in loud enough. Seems kind of quiet. I don't know if anyone's on the channel. Somebody gave it a thumbs up already, so must be somebody's on the channel. Oh, they get 2 thumbs up. Now 2 people have got to be on the channel. Why are you guys giving me the thumbs up so quick, man? Don't waste it now. I might screw up. You might want to draw it. Now there's 3. What's going on? Stop! It hasn't even started yet. Oh, you're on break? Oh, no. You're... Oh, okay. Hey, how's it going, Golden Bonnie? Playing part 2 of Neko Jishi. Last time on Neko Jishi, we had cats. God cats. And those god cats are hounding this... was it Taiwan? This Taiwanese man from college. Will he be able to get through college? With these 3 gods, will he be able to get through college? Or will some serious hijinks occur? Find out. Occur. Oh, it's horrible. Anyways, yeah, we'll hurry up since Mr. Strangelove is on break. Let me know how the volume's going, Goods. Oh, I've been working nights. Yeah, I've been working freaking... I've been working 11-hour shifts ever since I got back from MFF, and it's probably not going to change until like mid-January. And even then, it is really roll of the dice. It is like my job is a RNG thing where it's like I can be as skilled as I want to be, but if the people upstairs are not preparing the system properly, then I'm screwed. But anyways, with heavy footsteps, I climb up the stairs, exhausted, not a breath. Oh, hold on a second. Yes. I was having deja vu. I think I started a new game. Can I load a game? Load. There we go. It's on that upper left paw. It's the upper left paw print. There we go. Autosave. Okay, this guy. Load. I dropped my backpack on my bed, and I'm just about to throw myself onto it. My backpack? But I can't take a break yet. There's still some things to do. So I head into the bathroom and prepare my shower. I'm obviously doing a lot better this week than last week. A lot less stuffy. A little less stuffy. Like I still have some stuff in there. After the shower, I simply tidy up my stuff. Then I hear a knock at the door. I can tell it's Senpai. The way he knocks. Hello, I'm home. I open the door, and Senpai is there with a giant trolley suitcase. Where is he even gonna put it? Senpai, you just can't come here with everything you have. Why do you think I have space for all this? So let it just be my personal closet. It'll fit in the corner over there. You just have to move your folding table out of the way. I can't believe you've already gone and measured it. It's all because I like you, Leo. What kind of response is that? However, I've already decided to give up. Cognitive ability of my coworkers. Yeah, I know, right? That's my life. Cognitive ability of my coworkers. It gets there. You run into a few that, you know, kind of make the wheels turn a little more slow, and you had to put up with that for a bit. I was there myself too, and I have to remember that. It's like, be patient, be patient, be patient, be patient. Anyway, Senpai, humming along the chair to a cheery tune, comes in and begins to make himself at home. Before I know it, he's finished up with his stuff and is off to the bathroom. I'm so tired. I fall on the bed and complain to myself. Lyle, I'm not sure if I'm worrying too much, but you should watch out for that kitten. What's wrong? I still don't trust him. There's no reason to trust a so-called guardian tiger who's used to be a yogoi. Yogoi? So he's a guardian tiger? I've never heard about a leopard cat guardian tiger. Even if he's a genuine guardian tiger, he must have been a leopard cat yogoi who had been subdued by a local god of soil. But a yogoi is a yogoi. Keep that in mind. I'm guessing yogoi means demon. Is that what the glossary thing said? Glossary. Yogoi. Is that in here? Yogoi, there it is. Yogoi is evil and strange. Its Chinese term means demon. Yep. Got it. Woohoo! I'm smart. I can deal with things with context. Worked in places where the job requirements are upright and breathing. So, so you just had to breathe and you got paid? That sounds really dull. I don't know if I could do that. What he did is pretty strange indeed, and I don't feel that great about what he did with Shu-Chi Senpai possession. He possessed a real human, if people are watching this for the first time. I mean, now he pretends that he is Shu-Chi Senpai. Then what about the real Yan Shu-Chi? Excuse my Yankiness. On top of that, people think we're in a relationship. I'm starting to feel sorry for Yan Shu-Chi. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I just need to sleep after today's drama. I don't really care who's sleeping with me. To avoid a fight, I pull up my quilt and close my eyes. Senpai will probably get the light for me eventually. Everything that's happened, everything I can do, and the things I didn't do, they all weigh on my mind as I fall asleep. He's texting. When I wake up the next day, I feel a similar warmth next to me. Looks like the same big cat is sleeping next to me. I'm glad they didn't make a drama over it last night. And I'm not, and the narrator's not going to say who it is, so they didn't have to remember who it was, I guess. It's about time for me to leave, so I get up out of bed and get ready to go to class. Lyle, wait a minute. You need to wear more. It's chilly outside today. What? No, it's not necessary. I'll be fine with what I had on yesterday. It is necessary. You went out past noon yesterday. It's much colder this morning. Well, I don't have to. Even Senpai's wearing less than me. Yeah, that was right. We're young. We can handle the cold. Huh? Who cares about that kitten? Even with the power of a guardian tiger, he still catch a cold. Though you're different from him. You're under my protection. Don't call me a kitten. Well, you're still with me, right? Even if I may be able to protect you from catching a cold, but I can't make your body stronger. Lio, you're a good kid, but a few more garments wouldn't hurt. They would hire anyone with a pulse. Yeah! You know, desperate times and all that. You know, as far as like companies like hiring people that are outside the skill set, I don't mind that because like technically my current company hired me off of Craigslist. Technically through a subcontract or through a hiring agency that used Craigslist apparently. But so technically, I mean, I had the resume and I had the qualifications and my skills actually work really, really well for this job, even though it's sort of tangentially related. Yeah, but you know, I'm fine with giving people a chance. It's just that there should be some metrics to, you know, make sure that they're not draining resources over a longer period of time. Wow, why am I talking about work? Anyways, jeez, you don't need to treat me like a kid. Fine, I'll put something on. Now that I'm done talking about adult things. I can't argue with him, so I end up putting on a thick coat over what I was going to wear. Even though I don't think it's necessary, the fur inside the coat makes me feel warm. I can already tell I'll be hot after walking in it for a while. Okay, I'm heading out now. I grab my backpack and open the door. As you could guess, all three of the big cats follow suit. Once I made it to class, I sat down and things got started. At least the tiger and leopard haven't had getting any fights so far today. Maybe my harsh words yesterday got to them. The guardian tiger is sitting in the corner looking grumpy. Yep, he may not be happy about it, but he's not planning a flight. A flight? Whee! No, as I said, I'm not going to pick on the guy too much because he's not a native English speaker, so little tidbits, little mistakes here and there, or, you know, just mistakes. And, you know, it's cool that he can frickin'... If he, I don't know if he had someone translate it for him or if he wrote it himself, but that's pretty freaking good, since it's not his first language. So anyways, the clouded leopard sits next to me and fully concentrates on the teacher's lecture. He's taking it more serious than Senpai, who's just absorbed on his phone. I'm sure he wouldn't understand the lecture, so why is he paying attention? Maybe he's trying to learn some Mandarin from the lesson? That's not good. Okay, so Taiwanese is Mandarin. Or this is in China? I don't know. I think it's in China. That's not good. This is college level stuff. The words the teacher uses are way too advanced. I hope he's not learning some strange words from this. During the lunch break, we head to the cafeteria. Even though Senpai is pushing for lunch at a restaurant, I promised to get Guardian Tiger's a hamburger today. I know some super fancy restaurants with hamburgers near the college, though. Those are way too expensive. I'm a poor student here, you know? But eating at a cafeteria isn't romantic at all. I don't want anything romantic. Dining at fancy restaurants every day is pretty weird to me. I mean, you know, I'm not interested in anywhere fancy. I just want to go spend time with you somewhere nice. But at least just once, have a date with me? No. Well, you're bullying me again. How am I even bullying you? Ignoring Senpai's complaints, I go to buy 2 hamburgers. This is what they call, like, being a bit pushy there, Mr. Fancy Things. Stares at hamburger. So, this is a hamburger. Was I just seeing things, or are their eyes glinting with desire? The tiger grabs the burger with his giant paws, the palms of which almost cover the whole thing. Then, in a single movement, he finishes the whole thing in one bite. Not bad. It works well with the bread, even though there's not much meat in it. The guardian tiger licks his claws. It looks kind of scary. I look back at the table just to find the whole burger sitting there. The hamburger's still here? Well, as I said yesterday, gods consume the chi within a food's sacrifice. They don't eat the actual food. So this one is for you, Lio. I'll have a burger without chi, please. Can I have a burger without chi? Hold the chi. Or I'll have the tiger consume the chi and then I'll eat the chi-less cheeseburger. Oh, it's horrible. Anyways, so the guardian tiger just ate the chi inside the hamburger. I guess it makes no difference to me. Even with Senpai's explanation, it's still hard to believe the burger just got split into 2. It's in a quantum state. It is Schrodinger's cheeseburger. That was only 1 burger, though. Are you sure that's enough for you, Tiger? Even though I'm worried about him, I also couldn't eat any more myself, and the other one is for the leopard. Buying any more isn't feasible. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to know how it tasted. I wasn't hungry at all. Even if I were, you wouldn't be able to eat anymore, would you now? Yeah, pretty much. Though if you want to give me another hamburger, you could give me one that Aborigine has. If you pay me, I will pay you Tuesday for a hamburger cheat today. Oh my god. Just as he says that, the leopard grabs his burger in a hurry and eats it in a moment's notice. The leopard sneers at the guardian tiger. Tiger returns a contemptuous stare, aims straight at him. It seems like a fight could break out at any moment. That's enough. I'll get you hamburgers tomorrow as well if you want them so much. I interrupt them in an effort to avoid a fight. It seems to go over well enough, but in the end it was really just the burgers they want, or what? I'm surprised no one at the restaurant was like, what the hell is that guy doing? Why is he yelling at those? Nothing about having 2 hamburgers. The hamburgers are right there. What is going on? Anyways, after class I show up with Senpai at the dance club, and as you could guess, us coming together caused an uproar. Oh, hamburger emojis. That's the hamburger's chi. Oh, hamburgers. Now everyone heard the rumor about me and Senpai being in love. I told Senpai to deny it and to keep his distance for both of our sakes. It took a bit of work, though. He wouldn't agree until I threatened to kick him out. Thank God he did, though. I could finally talk to my club mates, and not talk about the mates, right? Even then, I'm still I'm still asked about my relationship with Senpai. Guess not. So aren't you and so aren't you and Shu Senpai in love? Well, that's what Shu Senpai wants you to think. But for Shu Chu to admit it publicly that he loves someone, first time I've ever seen that. I just don't get the feeling that it's a joke, you know? It's okay if you two are in love, though. The only thing that's true is that we're not a thing. I don't have to deny it any more than that, right? Well, I think it's suspicious. Why have you two been so close together, then? I told you, it's all Senpai who... Being questioned like this, I can't focus on practice. I decided to take a break. I sit at the corner of the veranda and pretend I'm exhausted. Why, would you like me to go beat that kitten for you? No thanks. It doesn't matter that much, even if he's being annoying. That, and I don't want to see them fight each other. I don't even want to think about what would happen if they got into a fight here. Particularly since the kitten is one that can be seen. It'd be like an invisible, go, whee! Push him up against the wall. What is going on? There's ghosts, man! I look away and stop thinking about it. I look at the leopard. He's really into watching the club members' dances. He's even moving his hands and fingers, imitating the movements. I figured he paid attention in class to learn Mandarin, but why would he want to learn how to dance? Well, I think he was the one that did the performance of the dance when you got the powers, right? Anyways, I end up sitting in the corner, watching other club members dance till the end of the practice. When the club leader announces that we're free to go, everyone grabs their belongings and starts heading out home as I do. But suddenly, Senpai comes up to me. Hey Leo, let's go home together! Senpai, I told you not to talk to me during practice, didn't I? Hey, that doesn't count once it's over, right? You know how suspicious it looks when we're together like this? Why does being suspicious matter if we really are together? The guardian tiger sends a fierce glance Senpai's way. Just kidding. Well, I might as well go with you, Lio. It's simply just too much of a burden to open the door just for me, you know? Actually, no, I don't know. It's simply too easy for me to open the door for you. It's okay to go home together. Senpai. As much as I want to refuse him, I don't feel it right letting his hopes down all the time. Eventually, I end up going home together with Senpai. Finally, thanks to the help of the big 3 cats, I made it through a chaotic week. Even with all the drama they caused to begin with, in a few days and if after a few days everything is calmed down. For now, little by little, I'm getting used to being surrounded by them. Even so, all I want to do is take a good long break this weekend, but my serenity doesn't last long. Leo, will you go shopping with me? Leo, this weekend is a good opportunity to go to the appliance store, even the bookstore. I'd like to see how far technology's progressed. Do you care to show me? Keep me company. Even after just waking up, these three are already arguing, and each one of them wants me to stay with them. Wait, why is the leopard so involved in this? He wants me to go with him and hasn't even told me what his plans are at all. Probably doesn't know where he wants to go, but he still wants me to give up a chance to spend time with me? The other two are hard to refuse too. Though I'd prefer to stay home and get some rest. I have no plans for today otherwise, so what should I do? And it's decision time! Decision time, put in your votes! Are we gonna hang out with the tiger? Are we gonna go somewhere with Mr. Leopard, or are we gonna go shopping with Senpai? So I'm going to start it back up at about 2 minutes. I'll let the thing go for 2 minutes. There's only like one person here right now, so I think that one person's gonna have a major deciding vote. I think Golden Bonnie's the only one here at this point. I think Strangelove went back to work. I'll grab a drink. I'll be right back. You never know what happens when you don't vote, kids. Bad things happen. Hey, Chase Flavors! You're just in time. You get to vote with Bonnie here. You can fight over which one you want to hang out with. You can hang out with the tiger, who wants to like look at technology or something and see how the world has changed over the years. We can go with Mr. Leopard, who we don't know what he wants to do. He just said we're gonna do something. And Senpai wants to go shopping. Those three cats are like, we got one vote for a Mr. Leopard. We got one vote for a Senpai. So, I'm gonna be the deciding vote. I'm actually interested in the mysterious, so I have no idea what Mr. Leopard wants. And so I'm gonna go with Mr. Leopard. Wait a second. I pushed the cloud of leopard's paw away. If you're asking me to go out with you, can you tell me exactly where we plan to go? Dancing. Dancing? We don't have practice today, though? It's the weekend. Teach. Teach for what? He goes quiet. Somehow I can't tell if it's not because he can't answer. It's because he doesn't want to answer? I don't think you can get any more from him. We don't have practice today, so there's no need for go, right? No, we go. This is all way too confusing. Curiously, this is the first time Cloud Lever's ever asked for something, so why does he insist to go on going out today? It's okay, Senpai, I'm going with him. Leo, go shopping with me. We can go shopping anytime, right? He wants to do something with me right now. So you think whatever he wants is more interesting than shopping, huh? Honestly, I don't like shopping at all. And honestly, I don't. Really? Yeah, I don't. Honestly, I don't. Like, even this Christmas thing is kind of a pain in the butt. There's like I gotta buy things for people, and it's like, I don't know what to buy for people. Lyle, you must not have any friends with that attitude. What? I have friends. Well, I'm friends with lots of people in the club. Well, I'm Leo's friend. Go shopping with me. No. If anything, Senpai, I should punish you for spreading rumors about me. I don't know if it has multiple endings. It might. Fine. If Lio isn't gonna go out with me, I'll just go out by myself. Senpai grabs his phone and starts heading out immediately. It's so sudden, I wouldn't be able to stop him if I tried. Senpai slams the door. For just a moment, everything pauses. Was he actually mad at me? If I went to catch up with him now, that would totally be going along with his plan. I'm definitely not walking into his trap, so I decided to leave Senpai alone for now. Well, okay. Are you ready to go, Leopard? Wait. I wish to accompany you. What for? You know why, don't you? I'll just worry that you're alone with that aborigine. But... looking back at this week, Tiger and Leopard haven't gotten along at all. I don't want them to fight this weekend, too. Senpai, like, I don't know if he's a love interest. Like, he's really, he really likes the character that you are. He really likes Lio, and that's been pretty clear from the start. Give me socks and a cheap bottle of. Is that for what you want for Christmas? Is socks and a cheap bottle of bourbon? That sounds reasonable. Please don't be against him. I won't be happy if you two start fighting against each other again. Other people can't see you two, so when we're out, I can't stop you two. Otherwise, people will think I'm crazy, like that last time in class. How about, I'll stay away from the aborigine, but no matter what you do, you can't leave my sight, alright? Well, I suppose that's fine. It'd be pointless to argue with you. Alright, let's go. I let out a small sigh, pick up my phone and wallet, and leave with the two big cats in tow. The Leopard has taken me to the mirror wall we use for club practice. There's nobody around because it's the weekend, so I should be safe to talk with him directly. Lio, what do you plan on doing? I want to see what Leopard wants. So, Guardian Tiger, you could stand to the side. I'll call you if I need you. Fine. Remember, don't leave my sight. I must guard you. I nod my head in agreement. The tiger walks to the side and keeps his distance. It should be easier to talk with the leopard now. I relax and look towards the leopard. Okay, where do you want to start? He said something about teaching. What can he teach me? Maybe the Aboriginal dance? I don't think I'm really confident on that. I did study lots of Aboriginal dance videos back when we were practicing for the performance. The basic movements of the Aboriginal dance are completely different from pop. To get my head around it, I'd have to start from the basics. Leopard walks to the center of the stage. He squats and stretches his legs, mimicking the warm-up movements we do at practice. So he does want to teach me to dance. Are the Aboriginal warm-ups even the same? Teach me. Dance. He wants me to teach? He's not going to teach me? Teach me. Dance. I heard you, but why do you want to learn it? Help you. Help me? Well, what do you mean? How does that help me? The leopard goes silent. I can tell he's he's trying hard to find the right words, people. So am I. Familiar. To familiarize yourself with dancing? Familiar. Your life. My life? I guess dance club is a huge part of my life. There's a lot of other things in my life, like school, for example. If you want to familiarize yourself with my life, why choose dancing first? Maybe it has something to do with helping me? The reason I met him was through the traditional Rukai dance. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I tried to practice. I did that a lot as a kid when I was playing like old RPGs on the SNES. We didn't get many games as a kid because it was a poorer family, so we'd play multiple times, and I'd come up with voices for like the characters. For like example, Super Mario RPG. Yeah, thank you. Anyways, I need to let him know I wasn't actually in that performance, so it was nothing to do with me. Familiar, then help you. So you want to help, but what can you do to help me? Help you. You thank me. Then go to Wutai. So that's what this is about? He wouldn't be kidding about that, so what he's thinking is if he helps me somehow, I'll go to Wutai with him? Helping me is his choice, but I shouldn't be expected to return the favor even if I don't want to, right? Alright, see you, Chase. If he wants to help me, so be it. After that, I'll find some way to pay him back. That should be good, hopefully. I want to try. Well, I can't stop you. Even if you end up helping me a lot, that doesn't mean I have to help you. You understand that, right? I want to try. His voice sounds certain. He's made up his mind. Judging by the last week, once he sets his mind to something, you can't stop him. Also, I'd rather do as he wants for now rather than reject him outright. I'm only teaching him how to dance after all. Anyways, it's a while off before I decide whether to help him or not. Alright, if you insist, I'll be able to teach you pop-style dance moves. They're different to Aboriginal dance moves, so they might be unfamiliar to you. You sure you want to try? I want to try. You can't just say the same thing over again, even if it works. Okay, let's start. I start with my warm-up. Then I try to teach him some basic moves. He learns really fast. His body's pretty fit, too. Wait, can you even say he has a body? I have a terrible free visual novel that I got off Steam to practice voice acting. Well, this one's free, too. Yeah, Strangelove told me about it. I mean, I started it last week. So, yeah, I think visual novels are a pretty cool one. Like, I got the voice acting chops to do it, and, like, it's a pretty laid-back genre to kind of hang out and just kind of do stories and stuff. So, obviously, I wouldn't do that. I won't do them, like, right in a row. I'd kind of break it up. My very first one was that Night in the Woods, and that was pretty, narrative-heavy. Anyways, after just a few tries, he's got most of the moves down, even the backflip. After watching his graceful movements for a while, we move on to something more advanced. He nails them. No matter the cartwheel or B move, he does them all perfectly. He's so dashing. Meanwhile, I'm exhausted. After all, he's a god. Now that I think about it, can he just float in the air? These types of moves wouldn't be too hard, all that hard for him. As a spirit, no one will see him. Even then, his dance moves are so precise. It's taken me so long to get even near his level. Why? Way to make me feel worthless. Forget it. I can't compare myself to a god. Who am I to do that? Noticing me sitting down, the leopard stops and comes to me. I fan myself dramatically to let him know that I'm resting. He nods and then stands next to me. For a moment, he leaves without saying anything. Hey, where are you going? I want to stop him, but I'm too tired to bother. I see him walk down the hallway and go up the stairs before leaving my sight. Why so sudden? I wonder where he's off to. He'll probably be back soon. Even then, in some ways, I guess things would be better if he did leave. I return my focus to my breathing. I'll work out what he's up to later. Sometime later, the leopard comes back down the hallway holding 2 cans in his paws. Wait, cans? Aren't they floating in air right now? I rush over to make sure no one can see them, taking the cans off them. A girl passing through the hallway gives a suspicious look. I look embarrassed, and that's enough for her to leave without paying any attention. Hey, what are you doing? I drag him over to the chairs and put the cans down on them. For you. He points to the cans. So, are they for me? You didn't have to, you know. This is kind of embarrassing. Did he have any money? And what if someone saw him? I'm sorry, I really don't know what to do with this guy. Hey, welcome back, Chase. He bought these just for me. I can't refuse his kindness. I take one, ready to open it, embarrassed all the while. Does he want to drink the chi? The chi of the tea. Oh, and it's coffee. This is a can of coffee, and it's hot. Although it's cold today, I'm still hot from all that exercise. It may not be the best, but at least it's something. I smile and take a few sips. Luckily, it's not too hot. I've never had canned coffee. That can't be good. That sounds gross. It's like, Folgers from a can. Oh, what? Maybe iced coffee, but my goodness. So what about the others? Is that for himself? Thanks. So is that one yours? No. No? Well, why'd you get two then? Two dropped. Oh, that makes sense. That's pretty good luck. So, do you want to drink this one? One can is plenty for me. I really couldn't drink another one. I'd just end up with too much liquid in my stomach to dance, and too much in the kidneys, which would make me dance even better. The leopard picks up the can of coffee. I watch him carefully. He doesn't seem to know how to open it. Right, he probably hasn't opened a can before. I'll need to show him. I take my empty can, and make a pulling motion where the ring would be. Then bring the can to my mouth to drink it. He repeats my motions, getting a claw under the ring, pulling it off, and then... Wait! Lyle, what are you doing? For some reason the tiger is rushing over to us. I look back at the leopard. Good, he worked out how to drink the coffee. Oh... It's gonna go right into the floor. It's gonna go right through him. See, now that's interesting that he chose that moment to take a unique art thing for it. I hear a splattering wet sound and then realize about half of the coffee has gone through the leopard and spilt on the floor below his feet. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Sorry. I'm an idiot. Of course that would happen. He doesn't have a real body. It's just a waste. Lyle, you do know he needed to only consume chi, right? Us gods, we do not need to imitate how humans eat. As you see, this drink doesn't have a straw, so all I need to do is this. The guardian tiger puts a hand above the can, then the liquid starts to float up from the can to his palm, being absorbed into him. As demonstrated, I can drink the coffee. However, as it's still here, you will have to drink it later. Right, I have to drink it regardless. You should have really gotten used to this by now, correct? Are you a slow learner? You should know I'm a slow learner, Guardian Tiger Man. I have, after all. I've been offering every one of these meals to either Leopard or Guardian recently. I've even offered many drinks before. The difference there is the cafeteria always provides straws in them. So they always decide to drink them like a human. would. I didn't even think about it this time. See, that's a good question too. How could he interact with the can and not the contents? Yeah, that's... I guess they could. It's just like... They did describe it in the first episode that they can use some power in order to interact with real world objects. Because he did grab a towel for me in the first thing, and that's kind of when they decided to sort of describe how that worked. It's narrative rules. I don't know. Like it was described. I can't remember what the description was. If it was like some sort of centering of force or something. It was described at the end of the first episode when he got me the towel, though. I do remember that. I just can't remember what the hell it was. Anyways, yeah. Oh well. I might as well have the rest. I take the half can of coffee from Leopard. Sorry. It's not your fault, it's mine. For being such an idiot. Everything's okay, I'll have the rest of it. It's pointless to worry over spilt coffee. Fortunately, the tiles here are so dark you wouldn't be able to see any stains left, unlike white tiles around the mirror over there. It may only be a half a can, but it's more than I'd want to drink right now. But it's better to be too full than to let good food go to waste. How could he have like left a half a can open after putting it at that angle in the picture? Like that would just like dump the whole thing on the floor. Just like, whoosh, oops. Chug, 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 chug. Regardless, I sit back in the chair and continue resting. Resting here with the company of Leopard and Guardian Tiger in the fuzzy spring sunlight. Eventually, the silence becomes awkward. So I decide to make some conversation. So, Mr. Leopard, why did you come to me? You gave me this ability to see you, so you must have a reason for your plans, right? Ask help? What do you want me to help with? Are there any issues with your tribe? And do you need me for it? He starts to think. Whether he's trying to think of what to say or just the Mandarin to say it, I don't know. He remains frowning in silence for a moment. Need talk. Talk with me? Someone need talk with me. So there's someone who needs to talk to you? Okay, I understand. So you need a person who can communicate with the spirits, like an oracle? Right, oracle. So you want me to be your oracle? It is similar to being a Jitong after all. Why me? I'm not part of the Rukai. Doesn't your tribe have their own oracle? Hasn't been for a long time. So basically it's a similar situation to back home, but even if you need someone to help you, isn't it a bit forward to ask a Jingtong like me? I'm way too young to be an oracle, right? In my family, we worship the Han gods. So wouldn't that make it even more odd to ask me? I didn't know you worship Han god. Well, fair. You wouldn't have been able to tell. Now you know that my family worships Maozu. Would it not be inappropriate for me to be your oracle? Even if I wanted to, I doubt your people will accept a person from a different race to be their oracle. You hear what he said, so just give up. How ridiculous it is to let a Jingtong be an oracle. Alright, Tiger, you should let him speak for himself. The leopard remained silent for some time. My people not let know? That's not okay. Unacceptable. Lying would just cause you trouble. Especially if the truth got out someday. But it required. Why? If it's something urgent, I can help you contact with your people. And once that's done, I can be on my way and there wouldn't be any issues. No. A long time. Oh. Okay, still, I've already said, there's no promise for me to help you. I don't want you to waste your time staying with me. You're free to leave if you want. So, even if I don't help you, are you still going to stay with me? The clouded leopard nods his head with conviction. I stay. Help you. Wait for when you help me. So the Aborigine is... Okay, fair enough. It's not easy to get this guy to give up, is it? I don't have any other choice but to work with him for now, but guess I'll have to wait and see how things turn out. At this point, I've had enough rest, so I stand and get ready to get back into practice. Alright, let's go. We'll dance until we run out of energy. Well, or until I run out of energy. He's a god, he'll just keep going. We keep practicing it together until I'm exhausted and my body aches. If I'm not wrong, the back of it looks like this... Wait, the back of it looks like it's slightly open. What is? Hey, Leopard, you paid for the coffee, right? Lio, he's a spirit. How else do you think he got it? Just leave it be. Oh, yeah. I decide to ignore it and go home. Sunday. I hope I'll finally have a nice relaxing day off. Though with these 3 cats still around, I doubt they'll leave me alone. Lio, how about we go shopping today? Lio, isn't it time you fulfill my request? God, I just woke up and they're already on to me. How'd things turn out like this? Alright, so now we get another choice. We've already done the leopard one, so we can stay at home instead of going with leopard. Obviously, that's I don't know, that's a kind of a silly choice, but I guess if you want to really be jerkish. Or you could go with Senpai, or we could go with Tiger. Actually, since somebody else voted for Senpai, we might want to go that route. But we'll see what Golden Bonnie says. And we'll see what Chase says. Chase is probably going to say Senpai again. Do you want to go with me to the mall? Don't want to sit on it. Oh, we got a new person. Arlian. What's it with the votes bringing in the people? The votes bring in. Okay, we got 1 vote for Tiger. Golden Bonnie says going with Tiger. Subbed and like because Bonnie is scary. Oh, Bonnie, don't force people into my channel. That's not nice. Tiger. Oh well. Now we're running the board, so I guess that does it. Because I think there's only one other person here, and I think that's Chase. Let me check the count. Nah, it's okay, because he's my boyfriend. Ah, okay. Dragging your boyfriend into the channels. Cause I see how it is. So we're gonna go with Tiger. Poor Senpai. But then again, I've done one thing with each of them, so Senpai's gonna like really get all ticky off. Anyways, congratulations, you two. Anyways, let's see. All right then, Tiger, let's go. What? Why him? Lio? You haven't gone out with me. Well, I don't really like shopping to begin with. There's nothing I want to buy, and it's just going to tire me out. Sorry. You have to try first. Leave the old man and let's get out. Sore loser. Say that again. Alright, take care of yourself, Lio. Senpai moves over into a fit of peculiarness. My goodness. Sometimes this man, like, this person who I don't think his English is their first language, messes me up because, like, what the heck does that even mean? And I'm the writer here. Ugh. Anyways, and starts to play with his phone. Kind of embarrassing, but I'd rather hang out with Guardian Tiger. I think Senpai will get better soon. Anyways, Guardian Tiger, what kind of appliance store would you like to go to? A store with plenty of devices. I'd like to see something as amazing as that smartphone or a laptop. You see, your computer used to amaze me, but when I see your smartphone, I cannot begin to imagine in the possibilities. Could anything else be so convenient? Well, going to an appliance store wouldn't make much sense. You wouldn't even find a laptop there. Then where would you go? Well, I have some ideas. Anyway, let's get going. Though it's pretty far away from home, I catch a bus with Guardian Tiger and go to the department store. There's a supermarket, a bookstore, several specialty goods stores, and a food court here. I should definitely go to the food court to get something good later. What's this? This is an appliance store? He asks the question like he just walked, like as we walked into the apartment store. We're surrounded by clothes and expensive bags. There's clearly no appliances in sight. Not quite, this is a department store. There are places which sell appliances, smartphones, laptops, and heats of electronics. It's convenient. Department store? Well, I've heard of them before, so is this what a department store looks like? Well, department stores don't look all the same, but anyways, let's go to the supermarket. As we get to the supermarket, we see lots of goods and produce on sale. The tiger wanders about intrigued. All of this is very similar to sacrifices I receive. It's quite the display. Guardian Tiger points to a small pile of bulk goods. But the presentation is lacking. Piling them up makes them look cheap. That's because they're bulk packs. Even if there's a lot, they're still expensive. It's not that I'm questioning the generosity of my worshippers. It just seemed odd to me, I'll have you know. The Guardian tilts his head in thought. When we got to the electronics section, he's clearly engrossed by the devices laid out before him. So, these are all laptops? He begins to go around inspecting all the different type of laptops and tablets. You can even see some of the newish convertible devices on display. The background looks like Kmart. What's a Kmart? Lol. Department store? Oh, wait, we're going out of business. All the Walmarts and the Amazons are taking over the world. To be honest, I'm not fully up to date on computers, so I go and try them out with him. Every now and then, the tiger goes and picks up a laptop for a closer look. Even when I see the computer in his hand, it's also still on the table. Tiger, I wanted to ask you this before, so since you're holding that laptop right now, can you use it? Oh, using the laptop? Impossible. I can only touch the chi of the object. I can't affect the current whatever's inside. If I had to, I could use my powers to turn on the power switch. Even then, I still wouldn't be able to use it. What do you mean by powers? Well, it is possible to move objects. There just isn't much precision, meaning typing would be difficult. Manipulating a smartphone is beyond me. I have no idea how to use that touchscreen thing people refer to. I'm not that great with this stuff, but I sort of remember touchscreens work off static electricity or something similar, I think? But that explains why he can't use them. So, if you can't touch the keyboard, at the very least you can move the mouse, right? So, with that you could still use a computer anyway? Indeed, but since I can talk to you, asking you to do my bidding directly is much easier, is it not? So you don't want to try it by yourself? Using a computer? I don't care for it. A smartphone, on the other hand, I would, but I can't. It's exhausting to use my powers to just operate a computer. It's not worth the hassle. So your reason is because you're getting too tired? Simply put, yes. But if you can't use them anyway... The tiger is currently comparing the differences between two tablets. If you can't use them, why are you making an effort on studying them? It's to see how people communicate in this age. You're always messaging on your smartphone. The kitten especially. I have no idea what he's doing on it all day long. That's true. So does looking at us using our phones help at all? I don't know. I usually can't make sense of it, but looking at all this technology here, I'm curious. What are the differences between each one? Well, let's see here. I try to explain the specifics to him as best as I can, but I'm not really much of a techie to explain the details. I basically just end up repeating the information on the product cards. As you'd expect, it doesn't help much because he's already read them. Eventually, I just explained to him that they're just machines and people communicate using software downloaded onto them. You heard it here, folks. Smartphones are the deaths of PCs. I know, right? Literally, the funniest thing is I got the first smartphone I ever got was literally only 1 year ago at this point. And it's pretty cool. Like, it helps me publish things when I'm away from the home and I don't have to bring my freaking laptop with me. And that's useful. I'm getting better with it. But I still only use it for like texting, calling, and Telegram and Twitter, and that's about it. Not much else. Yeah, I had like literally up until 2000, like from 2009 until 2016, I had like an old LG flip phone, text phone. I had a video on this channel where I was actually talking about furry amino, and I had that old thing, and I'm like, here's like here's where I'm putting my app on, and I made fun of myself for not having a smartphone at the time. It was kind of funny. I'll go back to this video later and put a card up top for it. Anyways, as you'd expect, it doesn't help that much because he already read them, blah blah blah. Yeah, software. Oh, so it's software on the phone? Alright, let me see the contents of your phone. Can I refuse your request? Whatever you have to hide, it doesn't matter. After all, I've seen everything to begin with. I didn't know about it before, but there's embarrassing stuff on there, you know? If you do this to me, it'd be like a parent checking their kid's diary. How shameful of you. What's there to be shameful of? Well, fine. Just let me operate. Just tell me the operating procedures of the software. Let me think for a second. If I use my phone, you'll probably be able to see some of the chat history. Maybe if I can distract him. Wait. We're in the smartphone section. There's literally dozens of phones to use here. I mentally configure myself for my ingenious plan on how to use a display model for my demonstration. Firstly, did you know that smartphones generally have two types of operating system? Each type can run different software from the other. Let me show you. In the process of introducing an operating system of various cell phones, I also walk him through some of the basic software. Though I regularly use all this stuff, all this information is new to the Tiger, who totally didn't understand how it worked until now. We end up trying a lot of phones. A clerk notices me come over and introduce some of the products. Since we're not here to buy anything, I have to decline their help and leave. Though the Tiger wants to stay, he probably understands that I can't talk to him with the clerk watching us. For me, it's a good opportunity to change the subject. I'm leaving when I take us to the appliance section. Thank God I don't have to explain anymore. Fortunately, the Guardian Tiger drops the phone topic for now and focuses on all the appliances around him. You can tell he's enjoying looking around here. He ends up asking me what each thing was for that he didn't recognize it from back home. I end up having to explain kettles, heaters, and even air multiplier fans. Luckily, I already know enough about all this stuff. What's this cylindrical shaped container for? It's called a water boiler. It heats up and the water boils. Once the water boils, it turns off. What is it? It looks like it appears to have lots of light bulbs. That's a heater. The heater produces heat when it's turned on. It's able to keep a room warm, even when it's cold outside. It's useful in winter, but I can't afford the electricity to run one. I agree, it sounds very useful. With this, you wouldn't catch a cold, would you, Lyle? No need to worry about me. I have a change of clothes to keep me warm. I understand. What is this strange circle for? This is, well, that's an air multiplier fan. I don't really understand how it works, sadly. A fan? What principle lets it produce wind without blades? Is this one of those Dysons? Those Dyson fans things? I don't quite know. It pushes wind inside the ring to produce wind, I think. They don't really need to be round either. I see that one's a rectangle. Honestly, I don't think it's much better than a normal fan. How amazing. How about this one? Honestly, I thought he'd be more surprised to find out it was a fan. This is an induction cooktop. Cooktop? So you're telling me you can cook with this? Is that done by like a different artist? That like looks completely different than the character that, you know. I know it looks really different from a gas stove, but yes, you can cook with it. It's those witch-powered Dysons. We use witchcraft in order to make the perfect sucking machine. We make things that suck and blow. And with fancy magic. That's a Dyson for you. Anyways. Brought to you by Dyson. No, not brought to you by Dyson. Don't demonetize me, YouTube. I'm not sponsored. No. It's driven by electricity, so you don't need to fuel it. It can be much smaller. You see, if you put a pot on one of these circles, it heats up. The tiger moves around and looks at the induction cooker from a variety of angles, his face showing intrigue. Say, could you put stir fry on this? This one probably can't. You could boil some food, though. Really, I don't know if you could do a stir fry or not. It's not like I've ever used one before. Maybe it's possible. So, if it's only able to boil food, why not just use a gas stove? Because gas ones are inconvenient to use. For example, if I don't have a kitchen in my dorm, but I can have a hot pot at home with the stove as long as the meat and vegetables are prepared, therefore it's more convenient. Have a hot pot at home. The Guardian nods at me with his head in agreement. Let's buy one. It's expensive. Really? Let me take a look. It's quite acceptable. As you can see, it's cheaper than all those smartphones. Of course it would be. But smartphones are so tiny. Typically, the smaller something is, the more expensive it is. I mean, not everything is like that, but you get the idea. Still, I don't want to buy that. Don't you like hot pots, Lio? That's not what I mean. Wait. It doesn't even matter to you. Even if I made a hot pot, you couldn't eat it. If long as you present one as a sacrifice to me, I'd eat it. I've never had a hot pot before. That doesn't mean I need to cook it for you. Wait, how'd you know you want a hot pot if you've never had one before, Your family had it for dinner sometimes. I've been eager to taste one for myself for a very long time. So you saw it back home? Yeah, I could believe that, but why not eat it back when we had it for dinner? If it's not provided as a sacrifice to me, I can't eat it. A god wouldn't be fighting the humans for food. Well, people wouldn't notice if you can feed them the chi anyway, so there's no need for a distinction. That's not the problem. Gods won't consume food that isn't provided as a sacrifice. Otherwise, we're no better than beggars. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I know, Lyle, I'm not mad, but I believe you need to have more respect for the gods. So remember not to tell that to another god, got it? Yes, I'll keep that in mind. I'm very sorry. Glad to hear. You're such a good boy. How about you buy that induction cooktop for me as an apology? Well, I can't. My budget's tight this month. It's fine. I was kidding. Anyway, what's that? What's next? The guardian tiger stops scolding on me and moves on to the next appliance. I said something I shouldn't have. I messed up. Even though I don't understand everything about the gods consuming food, what I said was totally brainless. I'm a child from a Jitong family. How could I not show basic respect for him? Feeling guilty, I look over at other appliance with the tiger. I need to make it up to him sometime. Why? I mean, it's a mistake, you know? Just let it go. Eventually we see all the products on the first floor. We go to the second floor where I have a chance to go get some groceries. It's surprising to see so many snacks here. I don't recognize many of these. Indeed, since snacks are usually presented to gods as sacrifice. I'll let you get what you want. Any that interest you? These kind of snacks don't usually really interest me, but it's a good opportunity to get him some as an apology. If that's the case. I'm not familiar with most of these. I want this one and that. Isn't that a bit much? It's okay if you don't wish to produce so many, Leo. I'm just curious of their flavors. I just want to buy him something as an apology. It'd be embarrassing for me not to do so. Even with my limited budget this month, I decided to buy snacks for him. I grab the snacks he wants from the shelves and put them in my trolley as he goes around asking for about more. Lyle, is this a pancake? Oh, look at these egg rolls. Hey Lyle, they've got free samples of beef jerky here. I put more snacks that he wants into the trolley without protest. They even have pudding here? Oh, look at these frozen steamed buns. Oh, so are these chicken nuggets? I decide not to get the frozen buns and grab the pudding instead. Even the tiger seems disappointed. I don't have a microwave at home. This way, Lyle, look. They have freshly made fried chicken. This area has cooked food ready for lunches, so it doesn't surprise me. The prepared food market isn't that good anyway. Really? What a pity. The guardian tiger seems disappointed. I prefer to eat downstairs in the food court anyway. That, and I've already spent loads of money on snacks. How about we get fried chicken for dinner? Okay. And I just agreed to eat out for dinner. There goes my budget for the week. Afterwards, we have dinner in the department store. I can't believe how much money I spent today. Senpai is surprised when I asked him to help with the snacks I got Guardian Tiger. I refuse to eat this food. It's gross. Why? It's no different to you. You said it yourself. It's exactly the same as an ordinary person. I'm not an ordinary person. I'm also a god. For me, eating food consumed by another god is like having a food covered in someone else's saliva. No way. Saliva? How rude of you. Regardless, I'm not eating that. If I asked you to eat food I already started, you wouldn't do it, right? I wouldn't call a microwave a priority unless you're really easy. Microwaves are pretty useful. I do have a stove and a microwave, so I don't use the stove top all that much. I should probably get into the practice of cooking food, but I do use the oven sometimes for some foods, and I use the microwave. Indeed. Ah, I remember back in the cafeteria, Tiger and Leopard refused to share food as well. So if that's the case, damn it. I assumed Senpai would help me out, otherwise I wouldn't have let Tiger get so much. What should I do? Will I just have to live on these snacks until I finish them? May as well. After that weekend, my new college life living with 3 cat spirits officially began. I come and go from school as usual, but for the most part my life has been turned on its head. I mean, I've never wanted an ordinary, boring life, but I know for a fact that no other college student had to deal with this. I've been trying my best to keep things normal, but people still catch me talking to the air sometimes, and well, those rumors aren't great. I didn't have many friends at school, and now it's getting worse. Luckily, I can handle classes by myself. As far as club goes, the other members still don't buy that there's nothing going on between me and Senpai. I don't even bother talking about that with them anymore. I've just learned to be okay with it. After all, getting rid of Senpai is mission impossible. However, I still can't say living with these cats is something I've gotten used to. My room isn't big enough to leave me any privacy. I do have psychological needs, you know? But all in all, there's nothing else I can do but try and survive this. Besides, it's not like everything is to hate about it. I mean, it's hard not to find enjoyment in being with 3 hot guys all the time, right? Apparently I'm still into them. That happened in the first episode where it's like, oh yeah, these your main character's a little bit into cat men apparently. Furry games. Woo! Anyways, that day I was going to the bookstore to see if there were any books. Senpai had a class, so I went alone. Of course, Guardian Tiger was with me, but Clouded Leopard left as soon as I had started looking at the books. I guess leopards have no interest in books since they can't even read Chinese. So it was just Tiger and I, browsing the literature section as usual. I was looking for a certain collection of short stories, but I couldn't see it on the shelves, so I just kept looking for any interesting thing. I checked some book covers, but none stuck out to me as interesting, so I kept browsing into the corner of the shop that I hadn't browsed much before. Bio. I want to go check over there. Guardian Tiger suddenly seemed very interested in a bookcase over there, so I went over to see what he was so curious about. What's this? Textbooks? I was surprised that Tiger would want to read these school textbooks. I thought they were all boring and expensive. This is a book on mobile phones. That one is a tutorial on computer systems. I always see you using computers, so I'm just curious as to how electronics work. Okay, let me see. It's one of those narrative things where it's like, yeah, we know this already, but he doesn't know whether or not we actually went to the store with this guy, I guess. Yeah, furries need games too, guys. Come on. Anyways, it took a while, but I finally found a book about the development of the computer. Flipping some pages, it seems to have chapters on computer history, the development of the internet. That's ARPANET to you, son. ARPANET. 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 A-R-P-A net. Not internet. That's the history, man. And other such topics. I'm not sure how much Guardian Tiger understands physics, but the explanations inside are written, entertaining stories, so it shouldn't be hard to get the gist of it. Read this one first, and if you like it, I'll find more for you. More input, Stephanie. Oh gosh. Oh, I don't know if anyone here has watched like old 80 movies, but there's one called Short Circuit, and like the robot, like there's this robot dude who like gains like cognitive function, and like he finds this like lady, this like cat lady I think, and like who was recently divorced, and like he starts like looking at his books, and she's like, here, it's like you can read it. It's like, and then he just starts like flipping through it. More input, Stephanie. More. It's great. Guardian Tiger reached for the books and pulled out his chi and then flipped a few pages. Not a bad book, eh, Lyle? Did you find one that you were looking for? Not yet. I'll keep looking for a bit. So I'll just go over and flip this one for now. Okay. Guardian Tiger took the book over to a table and sat down and focused on reading. I turned back to the literature section and picked out a book too, because I promised Senpai that I'd wait for his class to end and walk back together, so if I didn't read something, I'd have a really boring wait. Don't I have a smartphone? I mean, come on, guy. Johnny 5 is alive! I start reading my book, sometime glancing over to see how Tiger was doing this. By the time I finish reading half, he's already almost done. Could it be his book has less words than mine? No, more input, Stephanie, more! Guardian Tiger finished his book and hopped over and grabbed another one off the shelf. I was busy reading that one, the one that I chose, waiting for Senpai to call. It turned out nicely that he called right when I was about done reading. Senpai, I'm just about done with this book. I'll be over in 5 minutes. Okay, I'll wait for you over at the cafeteria. I quickly finished the ending of the story. It was actually written quite well. I took a moment to ponder my feelings about the book, not even noticing that Tiger was still there reading. It seems like he just started reading another book. Guardian Tiger, it's time to go. Ah, okay. Guardian Tiger heard that and it was time to leave and obedient closed his book in his paws, but then I could tell that he wished to keep reading. You only just started looking at this one, so why not buy it and keep reading it later? Can we? I asked the Guardian Tiger to show me which book he was reading and looked at the price. It was not cheap. This price is a bit... If it's that expensive, then we shouldn't buy it. But I could see his disappointment. Help Guardian Tiger buy the book. Are we gonna buy the book, or are we gonna not buy the book? Okay, we got 2 votes for buy it. How many people are here? It looks like only us 3 are here now, I think. So, we got 2 buys. So, my budget's gonna take another hit. How about if we buy the book, then just not buy as much junk food this month? Missing. Missing? What was that? Would you rather get the book or get junk food? What the hell was that? Oh my gosh, it's like, woo! Creepypasta! Let's get the book. I want to know what the kids are all playing these days. I didn't think that many kids would have read that kind of book. But I did think that someone like Guardian Tiger, who doesn't know a thing about modern technology, could find it useful. So I took the book over to the cashier. Thank you, Loyal. I will cherish this book. So you won't eat as much for dinner? I'll try not to. I was joking, but this book really was not cheap, so we really must be more thrifty during the next few days. More ramen! Ramen for everybody! I don't know, ramen in that part of the world's probably pretty good. I don't know if it... But for today I have a quiz. Well, usually quiz is no big deal, but recently my study plans have been severely messed up by these cats. Okay, maybe that's an excuse. It's not like math was my strength to begin with. I did manage to review everything, but it took ages and I still didn't get it all. Cramming is never a substitute of studying, but I'll never get through this quiz by complaining about it. I keep calm, walk into the class, and gently take my seat. For a moment, I think of how Senpai isn't here with me. It isn't his class, so obviously he can't get away with sitting in on a test. As soon as I get my paper, that moment cuts away and I take this head on with all my might. Even if I don't end up getting most of the questions. And as such, 40 minutes pass by in a blink of fury and determination. At this point, I had burned through all my might and determination, resorting to scribbling on the back of my exam paper. Third. I look up to find clouded leopards staring at my quiz. Third? What third? Wait. Could that be the answer? I circle C for the multiple choice I'm on. I look up to see leopard nodding slightly. Is that really the answer? Just to make sure, I move my pencil to the next question and look at him. First. I circle A and the leopard nods. The hell? He knows the answers? Maybe his math is pretty good? In class he always does pay attention with that serious look of his, but I thought he was just trying to pick up on the Mandarin. Was he actually listening to the class content? But How? Even if his Mandarin was good enough, you can't just walk into college level calculus and get an A. I mean, even if it just a general elective class, I can't even get through this quiz. Maybe Mr. Leopard is really a genius? It's a bit crazy to do so, but I followed the leopard's instructions all the same. He's throwing them at me so fast I can barely keep up. But this is math. No one can calculate this fast in their head. I mean, are these even the answers? I doubt he'd lie about it, though, and it's not like I've got any better options. So I let it be and complete the quiz with Leopard's help. Then I sit there and wait for the end to come. With class over, I turn to my quiz and whisper to Leopard while everyone packs up their stuff. So those answers, how did you know them? I watch. Watch? What? Watch what? He walks to a desk nearby, then points to the seat. He was just reading other people's answers? So that means I just copied my I just copied on my quiz? That's cheating. Well, I was already cheating, but when I got his help with the quiz to begin with, it doesn't matter where he got the answers from. I didn't mean to cheat. All I wanted to know was how he got the answers. I didn't want to cheat. Why does Guardian Tiger stop him? I too see Tiger sitting in the back of the classroom looking with delight by the books he's reading. Alright, my bad. I start to pack up my stuff and get ready to leave. There's nothing I can do anyway, and at least I completed the first half by myself. Hopefully they don't catch me for cheating, otherwise I'll be screwed. Alright, I have to study hard from now on. I won't let this happen again, but how can I explain this to Leopard? I wonder if he knows what an exam is. Well, thank you for your help. Nods. But, the way you did that wasn't good. It's called cheating, you know? I mean, you shouldn't copy other people's answers. That's against the rules and not fair to others, so don't do that. Not fair? Well, see, it's unfair because I'm the only one who can see other people's answers. Understand now? Yes. So don't do it again. Sorry, I didn't realize those were from other people's answers and I just followed you, so next time please don't tell me other people's answers. But thank you anyway. I understood that all he was trying to do was help, but even with the best of intentions, he made a mistake. Even if I pass the quiz, that's all I'll get out of it. I won't pass the final exam without actual study anyway. But what if he had helped me during the final as well? I'm really worried about this elective knocking down my GPA. So, if I can just cheat with Leopard's help. No, I can't think about cheating my way through this. I absolutely can't do that. I hesitate over it for a while, but when my stuff packed up, I leave the classroom. That night, we were at the club practice. While our club leader gives a speech, I notice Jihano comes over to me. Hey, Lio, so you remember... Elias, so you remember how you asked me to look for that cloud of leopard gods in Raikai? Yeah, how'd it go? Did you get something? I look toward the god in question. He's listening carefully with stern expression. Yeah, my mom had some ideas. So, while aren't any clouded leopard gods, the Raikai, I do have legends about a clouded leopard. Legends about clouded leopard, What kind of legends? Well, a long time ago, ancestors of mine were traveling to Wotarutai. On their way to leave, a clouded leopard and the tribe refused to go any further. It made them stop and look. The clouded leopard had led the tribe to a treasured place. where they had settled down and formed the current Wutai tribe we have today. It's quite a tale. I'm not sure whether it's real or not. Seriously speaking, I think the way our ancestors migrated is a bit strange. But tales are tales. So maybe the clouded leopard you were thinking of is the one that the legend is from the legend after all. Do you think he became a god after that? There's no way to be sure. We never worshipped cloud leopards. However, our people do respect them greatly. Maybe there's a clouded leopard god out there. By the way, what made you so interested in clouded leopard gods? I was probably just wrong about it to begin with. Well, I just heard about clouded leopard gods being respected by the Rukai. Then I wondered if any of them were gods. They're important creatures after all, right? Of course, as I said, clouded leopards are respected by the Rukai, but we would never harm them. But you can't just consider them all gods. Well, maybe the one that led the tribe to Wutai may be, but not the entire species. Okay, so that particular clouded leopard from the tail might be a god then, huh? Mom didn't really mention it. And I don't think an animal can just become a god anyways. In our culture, the gods have existed since before the universe was created after all. Now that I think about it, Mr. Leopard never said he was a god. Maybe there's different names for it? Regardless, there's definitely a basis for that clouded leopard to have come from the Rukai tribe. Maybe he's one of them, the one from the legend? Right, I've got another question. Have you heard about Adi? Editing. Oh yeah, editing. I let out a noise. Leopard had suddenly appeared right next to me. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? Yeah, kinda. Anyway, you ever heard of a god named Adringing? I'd have to ask. It'd be great if you could. Thank you for all your help. It's no problem. Piece of cake. Now that that's over, I pretend to go to the bathroom so I have a chance to talk to the leopard alone. So, Mr. Leopard, Jeho said that he didn't know of any clouded leopard gods in the Rukai. You know anything about that? I've been putting this off for a while, but I decided to ask him straight out. He probably knew I was suspicious of him anyway. Best to just ask. I am no god. I am spirit. Spirit? I am spirit, not god. So if you're not a god, Jeho is right then? Yes. Okay. So are you the leopard who led the Rukai to Wutai? Yes. No. Yes and no? What does that mean? Not only Wutai. Kopakon. Kongadver Wang. Are those all tribes you've helped? Nods. I lead the path. Those people live better. So he's been leading the path for Rukai people to find better places to live for a long time now, huh? I guess he's done a lot for the Rukai people. I understand now. I'm sorry for suspecting you. It's fine. Haha, sorry about that. So I guess Mr. Leopard is a good god, no good spirit. He may not say much, but he's always got that distant look on his face. But from now on, he'll get a different face for me, one of respect. And that Adringane, who sent him here. Hopefully all this turns out in the end. Afterwards, I go back to my seat, wave to Senpai, and focus on the club leader's dance lessons. I was sitting at my desk when my mobile starts to ring. It's a call from back home. Honestly, I don't want to pick it up. It's been a long time since I've talked to anyone at home, though. After a moment of hesitation, I pick it up. Hello? Lyle, my boy, your dad's been missing you. How you been? Oh, yeah, Dad, I've been fine. Well, I can't really say it. I can't really say I've son dealing with these cats is fine, but should I talk about that to Dad? I really want to find out if my family does have the ability to see guardian tigers and other spirits. But if my dad finds out that I have that ability, wouldn't he just force me to come back home? My older brother handles the temple work these days. He takes it super seriously. I mean, it's stupid to put myself in competition with him anyway. Something wrong, Lyle? You seem quiet. Yeah, it's okay. It's just... Should I ask Dad about seeing guardian tigers? Should I tell the old man that I'm seeing striped people? I see striped people all the time. They're everywhere. I see striped people. I see striped people. Got one ask. I'm guessing the other person's gonna say ask too. Come on, get in a quarrel. Okay, we got 2 asks. Okay. See, that's how you siphon the vote. Dad, was our family able to see guardian tigers? I hesitate a little bit, but I figure asking them directly is the best option. See guardian tigers? I mean, can we see guardian tigers through divination? Did anyone in our family see them before? Seeing guardian tigers through divination? What are you talking about? Divination is divination. How could someone just see the guardian tigers? So the answer is no. It's a no. So why are you interested in this all of a sudden? Have people been telling you things? No, just curious. I mean, we've been a Jitong family for a while now, a long time now. Maybe there's something more to the guardian tigers? Oh, well, you did remind me of something, though. When I was a boy, my grandfather, well, your great-grandfather, always said he was watched upon by the guardian tigers. If it were true, he must have lived well, honest, and kind. I don't believe it anyway. That isn't to say that I don't believe in guardian tigers, though. I mean, surely the guardian tigers are busy. I highly doubt that they would spend their time watching us mortals. Your great-grandfather used to use stories like that to keep us kids in line anyway. Modern people aren't as dogmatic as he was. But don't you tell that to anyone else, otherwise people might start thinking about us as a bunch of swindlers. We may be Jitong for the guardian tigers, but that doesn't mean we can actually talk to them. Anyways, don't blab, understood? I got it. That's a good boy. And how's school? You keeping up your grades? I mean, I cheated on a quiz a few days ago, but I don't think I should tell Dad that. It's been going alright. Life's been pretty good here, and the dance club's been going well. I'm glad to hear it. Just don't spend all your time in the club. Focus on your studies, okay? So, when will you be down home next? I'm not sure. I would have some time. It's almost Qingming. Do you have a break then? You should come back if you do. Qingming must be a holiday? Tomb Sweeping Day in English. Qingming is a traditional Chinese festival on the 5th day of the solar time. That means the 5th of Qingming is a holiday. Public holiday. Okay, I will. Alright, remember to come home sometime and make sure to get enough sleep in. Yeah, I'll make sure to sleep early tonight. That's good. Bye for now, son. Bye, Dad. Out of a sigh. Is the otherwise silent room. Are you alright, Leo? Did something happen to worry you? Yeah, Dad thinks we're losing it. We're crazy. Dad said no one in my family can see guardian tigers. Tiger nods, seemingly unsurprised by this. It has been too long since the last one. That's why I said your ability is precious. But, can I really see you, or this could all just be my... If they don't exist, why can I see them in front of me? Just as soon as I start getting used to having them around, Dad got me doubting myself all over again. Of course you can. Who else would be talking to you right now? Well, there's nothing to be worried about. Seeing is believing. I cannot blame your dad or your grandfather. They cannot see us. Lio, do you really believe that I am just an illusion of yours? Oh, well, a little bit. Honestly, I'm worried about it. Still, I didn't expect him to address it outright. It is pointless to worry. Proving that we are not illusions is simple. How so? I simply have to do something you cannot. I've read all these things already, though. There's a chance I could just have remembered that passage. I don't think that's the best proof. Excellent point, although there are several more options. How about you just open a website you've never been to before? You can close your eyes and I could read it to you. Simple. I'm certain that will work. If that does not convince you, I can do much more. He's right, Leo. So, what's there for you to worry about? Senpai. Well, I didn't catch everything you said on the phone, but it sounded serious. Are you okay, Leo? Did you catch a cold? Is it so bad you're seeing things? No, I don't have a cold. People don't just start seeing things from colds. So you hit your head? Whoa, Leo, you might have brain damage. You're the one who's hit their head. Come on, Senpai, stop messing with me. Leo, I don't understand why you're worrying so much. You can see us, that's the truth. Even if Likule and the old man were your illusions, I am a real person that everyone can see, and I'm standing right here. Senpai, you're human to everyone else, not a leopard cat. Come on, are you really this dense? Do you believe that Yan Shuchi would just move in with you like this? Do you think he would tell you stories about rejuvenating the Temple of Mielo? I'd be impressed if he made all this up. Well, you're right. Honestly, I don't care if this is something to do your family. The only thing that matters is that you can see me now. Got it. It's alright, Lio. Just as I said, you're thinking about it too much. Are you feeling better now? I can't just change how I feel that quickly, but I do feel a little better. I should probably just stop stressing myself over it. Still, it's incredible to think I can just see gods now. Lio, I made you see. I know, it's real. I didn't expect the leopard to be worried about me. Thanks, I'm alright. It was just a thought, nothing more. It's pretty obvious you're stressing over this. I was worried Lio might end up in an asylum. I'm pretty sure you meant psychologist, and even then, no way. Okay. Come on, you don't need to treat me like an idiot. Lio is not an idiot. Yeah, thanks. Right, Lio isn't an idiot. Why do I feel like you're the only one making me out to be an idiot, Senpai? Must be those illusions of yours. Get off. I pretend to be angry, pouting as I look away from them. However, regardless of their teasing, I know they care about me. Thinking about how much they care, it makes me feel warm inside. Warm like a fuzzy kitten. Shut up, Senpai. So it's Friday already, huh? Leo? What's wrong? Senpai jumped out of nowhere with intense determination, shocking the living daylights out of me. Leo, let's go to the hot spring this weekend. Hot spring? Mm-hmm. Hasn't it been super cold lately? Therefore, it's the perfect time to enjoy a hot spring. Soaking yourself in hot water, munching on some snacks, it's the best thing in winter. Now that you mention it, I've never been to a hot spring before. By the way, isn't that expensive? It's not cheap, but it's only the cost of like 1 or 2 dinners out at most. It's a good thing to do like once a month, wouldn't you agree? The price of 1 or 2 dinners? I already spent a heap on books this month. I don't think I got any more money to squeeze out of my budget. Don't you want to go? Well, really, no. You only see it in an anime, and wouldn't we be bathing with a bunch of strangers? And then a pretty girl shows up all of a sudden? Stop talking about anime plots! Besides, mixed gender hot springs are super rare these days. It's normally separated by gender, though they do have public springs which have a bunch of strangers together. But of course, we can always get a private bath together. It's a small room with a big bath inside. The room is all ours and we wouldn't have to worry about strangers. I'd highly recommend it to you, freshman. Private bathing. Wouldn't that be more expensive than the public baths, though? Well, yeah, but it's on me. You don't have to pay. Yeah, but I don't want you to waste money. Like I said, it's like 2 dinners out. Just don't think about it. Accept my generosity. Accept the opportunity. Yeah, but what if I really want to say is, that's Yan Shen Chi's money, not yours. Come on, I said it's okay. You're not going to disrespect your senpai, right? Alright, fine, let's go for it. Yeah, it's a bit strange, but I couldn't refuse him. He really wants this. In what feels like barely a second, senpai is already on the phone looking up hot springs for the weekend. Oh boy, here we go. The next morning we took off in a bus, taking us to the depths of the mountains. And you know what? I'm gonna be a jerk, and I'm gonna call it for here tonight. You want to know the hot spring scene? You have to come here next time. I'm gonna give you something to look forward to. I think it's a good spot to leave off. Hopefully Mr. Strangelove will be off on that, because I think this is the scene that he was sort of waiting for too. Because he played through this already and like he wanted to see my reaction to it, so I think it would be a good place to stop anyway, because it's about 1 hour and 15. No, it's almost been 2 hours. Ooh. It's been 1 hour 45, I believe. So, yep, we're at about that time. Yeah, way to bring it back. You want the shower scene? See, they call it records. I don't want to call it records. Records. I'm gonna just pick this empty here. The old street. But anyways, thank you very much for showing up tonight, and it's like spending your time here and not watching the new Star Wars movie. You guys are really cutting into it. Like I haven't seen it either, and like I usually don't go to the movies by myself. The only time I did that was for Zootopia, and that's because I was sort of obligated because I had to write a review for it. Because we said we were gonna do that for Flara. We were gonna have everyone freaking doing that. But anyways, thank you very much, Golden Bonnie and Arlene, and dragging your troopers, your stormtroopers. You better have better aim than that. Anyways, I'm gonna see you next time. So next time, obviously Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we'll continue our Neko Jishi trip with the 3 tiger people, and we'll see you then. Have a great night. Okay. Gonna have a hot shower scene. Gonna have a hot shower scene. Wanna see the hot shower scene? Gonna have to wait next week for the shower scene. Oops. Freaking close it. Close.